Alright guys, welcome back. Here we are at game number 4 between the little one and Socke, and right now Socke is up 2-1, winning the last game. A little bit lengthier than those first two. We had some very quick games, but last game we at least move into what I would consider the mid-game, so that was great. But yeah, Socke managing to delay the little one's third expansion for quite a while, simply with a couple of zealots, forced the lift off of that first attempted third drop, and then that second third drop actually ended up getting taken out. That, in addition to the fact that Socke had some very nice engagements in the middle, but it certainly can't be understated how much that extra economy helped him out into that game. But yes, Socke is up right now 2-1, and yes, this is a best of 5 series. Here game number 4, we are on Xel'Naga Caverns. We do of course have the little one as the red Terran player here in the upper right position, and the bottom left here is Socke, our blue Protoss player. So let's keep an eye as to what Socke does. I feel like he will be moving out with that probe scout right after that 12 gateway. Obviously, he knows where the little one is located since there are only 2 spawn locations here on Xel'Naga, but the main purpose of him moving out will be to check those refineries, see what's coming in terms of whether it's a standard or fast expand build, and then also to maybe do a little bit of probe harass. So is he going to be doing that? Yes, will be doing that very thing. Moving out right now with that probe scout, and again, he's checking those gases, and he's going to try to do a little bit of damage. Obviously, don't expect him to kill off any of the little one's SCVs because the little one is a smart player and is able to defend himself against such easy early game aggression. And if you yourself have trouble against early worker aggression as a Terran player trying to build, just realize as soon as you see that worker come in, it's going to be a wise decision to grab one of those SCVs from the mineral line and have him chasing that probe. Now, keep in mind, what he can do is a probe can engage, weaken that SCV, and then once his shields recharge, he can engage again. So you can see the little one pulling off right away. But what will happen is if he does engage your SCV and he gets a little low, just pull him back and then grab another guy to engage. But that's basically how that's going to work, and as you can see, the little one had no problem managing that whatsoever. So here we are, Socke scouting those gases. He sees that first gas mining. He just wants to see if the second refinery goes down at any point. We do have that first Marine coming on through, and that will be doing a little bit of damage to the probe, although don't expect him to kill it because Socke will be microing him right on back home. So as of now, the little one will be sticking at the front of his base here, right on top of his ramp with that Marine to try to deny any secondary scouting from the probe. Likely to see Socke attempt to move in there within the next minute or two. Now back over here for Socke, we do have that Cybernetics core coming on through. Notably, before that finishes, that a second assimilator is coming out as well. Starting things off with the Zealot, I do expect a Stalker to follow that up, and of course we will be seeing that Warp Gate research come out as well. And there you go, just as expected, here comes that Stalker getting chrono boosted, and there goes that Warp Gate research. That first Zealot will be heading across the map and trying to do a little bit of damage. You know, for all the initial games, we saw the little one though quite handily take care of any aggression that Socke attempted to move out with that early Zealot as well as that Stalker. And look at this, very notably, Socke coming out with that proxy pylon located just beneath the little one's base, so I do expect him to do a little bit of early aggression. The little one opting for the same build that he did last game, starting off with that 1 Rax and then getting that factory for some early Marine Hellion as well as moving into an expansion. So yes, the little one will be coming out with a very quick expansion, and let's see what Socke is attempting to do. He is just sitting on the 1 gate. Here comes an additional 2, and I'm actually going to be expecting a 3-gate expand from him at this point in the game. It looks like that is exactly what he will be doing. With that, you do go Sentry heavy. Now we do have the Marines trying to chase down that Stalker. Looks like that Zealot got weakened up, but Socke was able to pull back with that just before he lost it. So little one fending off that aggression. Unfortunately, Socke not doing any damage at all in that. We do have the Hellion moving across the map, and he scouts out that proxy pylon. So fully aware right now of the fact that Socke did drop that proxy pylon. He should be able to move down and take care of that. We've got another Rax coming out and actually preparing to deal with any possible early aggression. Seeing that proxy pylon, we are in fact going to see the little one come out with this bunker, and that should be more than enough to handle this. And here we go, going to be trying to catch that Zealot and Stalker out of position. That Zealot is dead in the water right now. Looks like that Hellion will be taking care of it. Marines need to keep pace though, so that they can keep that Stalker at bay. And actually, wow, letting that Zealot get away. Surprisingly, the little one not deciding to chase that down and take it out with his Hellion. Instead, moving on down to try to take out this proxy pylon. We got 2 Stalkers getting warped in though, and Socke will be target firing down that Hellion. Hellion managed to just barely sneak away. Marines doing what they can, but again, early on, those Stalkers quicker than those Marines. Without that stim pack, really nothing those Marines can do to catch them, and Socke will be taking advantage of this, trying to get just within range to do a little bit of damage and then pull back if those Marines turn around. And 1 Marine gone. He gets a 2nd Marine as well and a 3rd. Very nice early on aggression there from Socke. We do have that expansion coming out. Again, looked like a 3-gate expand, and that's exactly what it turned out to be. A little bit of early game aggression to help his cause early in the game and set the little one a little bit behind. Besides that, I don't expect him to be able to do too much more damage. If nothing else, though, and actually this looks to be exactly what Socke is planning to do, he may try to box the little one in, but no, actually deciding to head back right now. I half expected him to continue moving forward and use those sentries to actually force the little one to stay inside of his main base until he got that medevac. But as a result, we can see the little one expecting that possibility, coming out with that fast medevac that would have allowed him to leave his base. But once more, as we can see, Socke has pulled back home right now. So both players got their expansion going. Now, neither of them are actually taking advantage of it yet, although we do have this Nexus just about finished for Socke. Are we going to be seeing a liftoff of this orbital command and moving on out? It looks like he was just waiting until he had that medevac, and here we go. The medevac with those Hellions will be moving on down, and now Socke not aware of that. A lot of times you will see Protoss players drop a proxy right here just for this very reason, so that they can see any possible drop coming from their Terran opponent. But unfortunately, at the moment, Socke's not going to be aware that the little one is moving out with this. So very sneaky indeed here from the little one. He will be moving out with this medevac, dropping. It looks like he'll be going straight for that expansion. Now again, the little one did scan right here, so he is aware that this expo is up. So there we go, dropping down those Hellions, and they're getting ready to move right on into that expo. Besides that, we're sitting Marauder heavy. We've got concussive shells as well, stim pack coming out, and there go those Hellions. We'll be engaging those workers right away and doing a little bit of economic damage right now, getting trapped by some force fields though. Those two Hellions do get taken out. The other two lifted up in that medevac. All of Socke's forces right outside defending that expansion. And here we go, a couple of Hellions in the main. We'll be trying to do as much damage as possible. We got two Stalkers right up there. Let's see if those Hellions can manage to sneak on up, and no. Oh my gosh, lifting up those Hellions to contend with that force field, and then just lifting off and heading back on home. But the little one did manage to do a little bit of damage there. Let's take a look here at the unit loss tab. It looks like all in all, the little one is a little bit behind, but if we take a look at the workers killed, 8 workers killed right now for the little one. So the little one has managed to kill off 8 of Socke's workers, obviously putting him at a little bit of an advantage economically early on in the game. And there you go, you can see it right for your own self right there. Right for your own self, he says. Okay, so we've got 3 racks. The third one just about finished right now. Also continued Hellion production. Stim pack almost done. That concussive shell has finished as well. Double medevacs coming out, and here is actually a 4th and 5th racks. So we will be seeing the little one, of course, go very bio heavy. Certainly a smart decision against a Protoss opponent and keeping that macro churning out. He's got that expansion up and saturated right now. And once more, economically, the little one sitting at a little bit of a lead due to that advantage in killing off those few workers in that early game Hellion aggression. Now it looks like the little one will be moving out for that timing push. That stim pack just finished right now. We've got an engineering bay coming out for some upgrades, as well as some possible turrets to deal with observers and possibly some DT. But the little one with this timing push, the stim pack just finished right now, will be moving out and trying to see how much damage he can do. And let's see how Socke is able to defend against it. Do you want to take a look at the army tab? Looks like Socke is a bit behind. He is 12 army supply behind right now. This is a little bit dangerous. Those Hellions will be trying to target fire those Zealots, as well as those sentries, getting caught by those force fields though. And here come those stim Marines and Marauders target firing down those sentries. We've got a few probes moving forward to try to engage two Hellions over here, taking out those Zealots no problem, single-handedly. Some nice micro from the little one, focusing on these Hellions as well as this bio here, and actually the little one mopping up almost everything that Socke had there. Going to be taking care of those Zealots as well. Now Socke's expansion very, very vulnerable. Here goes the stim moving down to try to kill off a few workers, but it looks like this Nexus will get dropped. There's no counter response at all from Socke here. He just has to deal with this, and losing the Nexus. Absolutely huge. Socke tremendously behind right now. We're going to be seeing the little one micro around again with some more Hellions trying to keep this bio back, and a target fire down that Immortal. And the little one is in a dominant position right now, and there you go, Socke just calling the GG. The little one went with the same opening this game as he did last game, starting out with some early Marines and Hellions and then moving into his expansion. On the other side, we did see Socke open up with 3 gateways and then move into his expo as well. Some early Stalker pressure from Socke, taking advantage of that speed advantage over those Marines, allowed him to snipe down 3 Marines for some quick early advantage. The little one then moved out with a Hellion drop, and with that was able to kill off a few workers and hinder Socke's economy early on. After that Hellion harass, we saw the little one move out with a stim timing push, and with constant reinforcements and some nice micro between his Hellions and bio, was able to mop up the expansion here of Socke, take out all of his forces, and force the GG. All right, guys, there you go. That was game number 4 here in this best of 5 series between the little one and Socke. We will be moving on to game number 5 in just one moment. As always, if you like the content, please subscribe. Thank you for watching. Keep watching and keep owning.